Hello everybody.
Hello, I'm Allie.
And I'm Sam, and we have kind of been keeping a fertility secret from you.
What is it?
We did an at-home insemination.
We did an at-home insemination.
But the most shocking part of it is Allie did it, not
I
me.
did it. I did an insemination.
Okay, so if you're new here and don't know much about our fertility journey, we are a married same-sex couple, so obviously needed a little bit of help. We first contacted our fertility clinic in December 2019.
2 years ago.
They said it was a 1-year wait. We ended up getting in a little early because of the pandemic, which was a bit of a silver lining. So our first appointment was in April 2020. We did a whole bunch of testing before doing 3 IUIs at the end of 2020. All 3 failed. We decided that we would go ahead with IVF. We got 9 frozen embryos, and our first 2 frozen embryo transfers failed. We are currently in the aftermath of our 3rd frozen embryo transfer, and I know you all want to know how that went, but you're gonna have to wait.
You have to just wait and see.
So, in that whole mix of stuff, we recently decided that Allie would do a home insemination.
Yeah, so originally it was not an option for us. A new sperm bank opened and they offer this as an option in Canada. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. There's no wait. You literally just call and be like, send the sperm essentially on day 1. We did it in when?
September.
I didn't tell anyone.
No
we
one.
still haven't told anyone.
No
so
one.
Surprise to the family and friends.
This is a surprise to everybody, not just you all. Nobody in our life
Nobody
really knows
knows
we did this.
It's a weird thing to say. Oh, I did an insemination.
It's really weird.
Like
right?
it never will come up.
So here's a little video about our home insemination process. Enjoy.
It's probably my favorite part of the journey so far because it was so
funny, as you're about to see. All right, let's dive into it. Once Allie called in with her day 1, meaning the first day of her period, they said, okay, we'll send you some sperm. So they shipped it to us. So we got to do a little sperm unboxing.
Oh my goodness. It was a big package.
Well, it's a big package. We actually got 2 vials of sperm and did 2 inseminations on 2 different dates. We'll get into the mess of that in a minute. But they sent basically this giant box to our house. Inside the box was all of this paperwork and instructions on what we would have to do. And
The laughing sperm.
a laughing sperm.
What is that, Allie? It's a sperm. Is it a sperm pen?
It's a sperm pen. I'm going to be using this all freaking week. Swim, swim, swim. It's cold.
Allie, what's in your hand?
A little friend that was sent to us. Fairfax custom spermie.
I hate the laughing.
Wait, just wait. I think it's done. Still laughing.
Why? I hate it.
Hi. So when we opened our big package, there was a cryo tank.
The tank was full of liquid nitrogen because it had to keep the sperm cold for how long?
7 days, it's guaranteed from the shipping date. So it's kind of stressful because you want to make sure you know when you're going to ovulate because it's only good for 7 days.
So one thing that we had to do every day was check that the tank was still frozen.
I hated it. I hated it.
She dreaded it every day. I was like, oh, we gotta check, make sure it's still good. And that's just to make sure that it's not accidentally thawing because the sperm needs to stay frozen until you're about to do the insemination. Time to check on the sperm.
Time to check on the sperm, my least favorite thing to do.
Oh, she's very nervous. I don't
makes
know
me
why.
nervous.
The dogs are very excited. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
I have to wear these gloves because it's liquid nitrogen. So step 1, get out all the styrofoam. I shouldn't have put the gloves on yet. It's hard to do anything. All right, here we go. Okay, ready? So now we just check the tank.
Check the tank.
A puff.
Okay.
It's good. And
It's still cold. That's all we are checking. It's there.
Okay.
Don't break the tank. Allie's so nervous about it. I don't know what she's nervous about. You're supposed to check every day that
I'm
the
worried that
sperm's
something
not
will
used.
be wrong with the sperm.
Okay. So you have to check every day to make sure that nothing's wrong. Make sure that the tank is still cold. It's filled with liquid nitrogen. It's good for 7 days. So it's in this box and it's good. And now
We're hoping it's
we're
still flashing.
testing LH levels. You guys remember when we did IUIs, we had to do ovulation tests? And we're doing them again. Who would have thought that we would be back here? But it's also
I'm
different.
worried that I'm never going to get a peek.
And then the first insemination happened, and we have absolutely no footage from it because what happened, Allie?
Okay. So if you have gone through any fertility tracking, you know how to hopefully track for ovulation. So I was using the strips, but also you have to go by your cervical mucus, your cervical position, all of the tricks.
All the tricks.
So I was monitoring all these things, and I panicked because I was like, oh no, my mucus is gone. Too much information, but very important if you're tracking your ovulation. And then I was like, but the line isn't getting darker on the ovulation strip. So I was like, I just know this is the time. I just know.
And Allie,
I panicked.
Was it the time?
It was not the time, but I panicked. And we were like, must inseminate right now.
We weren't. She was. But it was first thing in the morning. I was leaving for a therapy appointment, and Allie was like, we need to inseminate right now. I was like, I have 20 minutes.
Anyway, we inseminated, and then that was that. Went on with my day. Then the next day, I actually got the solid smiley face on the ovulation tracker in the dark line. So that was peak fertility. So then we inseminated that evening.
Hi. So Allie is currently out running errands, and I always think to pick up the camera for some reason when she's not here, but a lot of things have been happening with this whole insemination thing that I haven't told you all. I think we might have kind of wasted a vial of sperm. So we ordered 2 vials from a completely different sperm bank. We had told you before that Allie had been interested in doing at-home inseminations. That was like what she wanted if she was going to try. But you all also know Allie is very anemic and is very worried about her iron levels and just her general health, and she used to have very bad health anxiety. When we were starting this whole fertility journey last year, really, that was one of the options. We even did all of the consults for a place called ReproMed, where you're able to do at-home inseminations, but it was a very expensive program, even more expensive than doing IUIs at a fertility clinic. And Allie's iron levels weren't good and her health anxiety was bad. So that's why we made the decision that I would be the one to try and carry first. But you all know how that's going. We have had 3 failed IUIs, a round of IVF that gave us 9 embryos, which was great. And then we've done 2 frozen embryo transfers, each with 1 embryo, and they have both failed. So we are also getting ready for embryo transfer number 3 in case this insemination doesn't work. Who knows? We'll see what happens. The reason that everything has kind of changed, the plan, is just that Allie's iron levels are better. Her health anxiety is much, much better. She's feeling a lot better about things. The waits are really long, as we told you guys in another video, to see our clinic. It would actually take a really long time to get Allie like approved, kind of, to do an embryo transfer with one of our 7 remaining embryos, which was an option we were thinking of. We could like stagger each month because it takes 2 months to do a transfer, you guys know. So it would be like I'd try 1 month. If it failed, Allie would try, and like back and forth. It was kind of what we were thinking, but it's going to take so long to get like the approval because there's so many different tests that need to be done, and the clinic won't do referrals for any of the tests until they have met with us, which is taking forever. It's 3 months to get an appointment. And some people have asked, why don't you just do a phone appointment? It is a phone appointment. It is 3 months for a phone appointment that will literally take 10 minutes tops. A new cryobank, I believe it's called Cryobank Canada, a new sperm bank, opened here in Canada, obviously, and they're also doing a home insemination program, but it is much, much cheaper. That is a little like behind the scenes, a little chat about like where our minds are at and why the heck we are doing an at-home insemination when we have embryos in the freezer.
And then was insemination number 2, which was a lot less stressful, a lot more relaxed.
Oh yeah, it was very chill. But so funny. What a funny experience.
It was a funny experience.
Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. Okay, so we haven't been vlogging this whole time because we just didn't, like this whole week. Well, last night I woke up 3 a.m. and I had to pee so bad. I was trying to hold my pee all night so I could do my tests in the morning, but I couldn't. This is the first cycle. I actually did them properly because we didn't plan on doing this home insemination really until last minute. I actually never knew what my cycles were like or if I would get positive. I did one or 2 or 3 tests my last cycle and I got it. That's what you're not supposed to do. No, this is wrong. Everything about this is not correct, so don't take our advice. This is not advice. This is what not to do. I tested it last month and I got a brief positive test and then the mucus dried up. So this time we started testing on I think day 6 because I have really quite short cycles from like 24 days to 28 days. Sometimes 23, sometimes 22. Anyway, mostly 24, which this one will probably be. Did you miss my stories, by the way? My long-winded stories. Last night, or like 2 days ago, I started getting the flashing smiley face on this ovulation test, which we used to use when we were doing IUIs for Sam. So she would get a few days of flashing smiles. I got 2. Did I get 2? Yeah. So cycle day 8 started flashing in the morning. Then cycle day 9 was also flashing these little tests. My LH was basically a 0. So the app kept being like, you may have done the test wrong. And I was like, no, I think my baseline LH is just so low. So I was like, maybe I'll never be positive. Like maybe it's not going to show up. So I was nervous. Last night it was a little bit dark and I was like, oh, it showed up. Then I went pee at 3 a.m. Then I woke up at 7:45 and I was like, okay, that's been long enough. I'll go test my pee. And I got a solid smiley. So that means that there was the LH surge and I got a dark line on, will it show? On the strips. That means we decided to inseminate. Inseminate. Tonight. We don't know the time. We're just gonna just see. Woohoo! And we're gonna inseminate. It's so funny. We'll show you the thawing. The first time was really rushed, like frantic. We'll actually show you the whole thing. It's almost time. She's looking rough.
We were at the park taking pictures and Elsie hurt my little finger really, really bad. It was an accident. She like head-butted me. She was running by and like jumped. It was like up a hill too, and she like got my hand and like pushed my little finger like in on itself, and now I can't move it.
So I'm doing insemination myself.
Well, I have my right hand. I'm still gonna help. Ready to use our Mosey baby. It is a syringe. Let me see if I can show you. We are going to be using a Mosey baby for the insemination. So it comes with a container. And then this is the syringe. It is a special syringe just for inseminations. You can see there's no like lip or anything to it, if that makes sense. Like no pointy part. I'll show you the one that they came with. This is the syringe that it came with. You can see it has that really pointy part. We're gonna use the Mosey.
Well,
we used this one last time, yeah, to suck up the extra, because the Mosey, because it's flat like that,
there was a bit left in the
jar. Are you ready? So
I'm ready, but
next
first we have to thaw it.
We thaw the sperm. It's a what?
This is how to.
How to home inseminate.
How to. Wipe your camera down.
Yeah. So doesn't come with gloves, but it's liquid nitrogen, so you have to be careful with how you touch it. So these are like some gloves I got from like an ocean thing. What is it? 40 Ocean. They work great. Here's a sperm shaped pen. Allie's gonna get it out this time because my hand's broken. No, my hand's just hurt. And inside we have a tank. So this is what the tank looks like. We never took it out of this thing. Maybe we can look at it after.
Oh yeah, we never took it out of that.
No. Okay, ready?
Okay, wait. So what do I do? Pull it out?
You pull
I'm not gonna
This-
ruin another one.
No, sorry, one sec, push that down. It's not supposed to come with it. There, pull that out. There you go,
There's the
nice. The puff of smoke, it's still cold. Pull that out, nice.
Oh, it is
And then
cold.
you just take the vial out. Perfect.
Oh God, it's freezing.
I know it is. You set it in here.
Wait.
Okay, so there's the sperm. It comes in a little tube.
Oh,
Wrap up the sperm for a few seconds
why?
in paper towel. I don't know.
Yeah.
It said in the instructions. There's the sperm. So you need to do that every time we film.
That was a few seconds.
So look at
Now-
how tiny the vial of sperm
Is
is.
this the spermie? Oh,
Wanna-
she's smoking.
Yeah, it's gonna be very
Oops, here.
cold. So we have to
She's smoking.
very cold. So now we have
Put the
to
ice on that.
wait for
Here.
20 minutes. Look at how tiny it is. Oh my god, do you want a photo?
Sure,
I'll
why
just
not?
screenshot it. This is how much sperm there is. It's like nothing.
And then I had to wait and see if it worked. It didn't.
So if you're wondering how this turned out, no, Allie is not 3 months pregnant.
No, I'm not pregnant. It did not work. But at least I can say, once in my life,
You tried.
I tried. I did try one time.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. Tried and failed, and I'm accepting that.
Yeah. So that's what happened recently in our household.
That was so funny. It
It's
was
been a
so
secret.
funny.
It was a very funny experience.
I'm glad we did it. I'm glad that I tried one time.
Yeah.
Like, then I know. At least I tried once. I'm totally fine with failing.
So would you recommend the
I mean,
process?
honestly, yeah. I think it's a good option if you don't want to go to the clinic.
Yeah.
Like, I was happy with the process, and I think we would have kept trying it if it was our only option. If we didn't have embryos,
Yeah.
I think we'd keep trying it. So I would recommend it. Canada Cryobank, if you're in Canada and looking for a place that's like seems to do it. Yeah.
So that is a secret that we've been keeping from you. It is part of Vlogmas, but not at all
Oh, it's
Christmassy.
part of Vlogmas?
Yeah, it's not at all Christmassy, but I asked over on my Instagram if you guys wanted fertility videos as a part of Vlogmas or to wait until after, and you're all impatient
Oh.
and said you wanted them now.
Well, there you go.
To the 18% of you that said no, wait, I'm sorry.
So sorry. Skip this video.
Skip it. But thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about the home insemination process, I guess let us know down below and we'll
Yeah.
try to get to them.
Or you can send us a message on Instagram too if you need like an answer.
Yeah, real details.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks so much for
Thanks for
our
watching.
video, and we'll see you real soon.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.